Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Manifest Monday. We have so many celebrations today. It's also the first of the month. Let's give thanks here for a moment. And I just want to also thank Tarashea for sending those songs. Though we are celebrating Tarashea, you're going to find out why. But first, let us drop into a little prayer. And I just want to say, check your mute buttons. I don't know why I can hear things. Maybe it's me. It's okay. Let me just mute everybody. There we go. Okay. And I'm here with my roommate, Brianna, who you all met at the camp out. I met her at the camp out.
Right.
And just super happy. And I just wanted to say I'm still simmering in that. And I just want to open up my heart and just like give such deep thanks for all of you in my life. I'm so grateful. And each and every one of you is really, really special to me in your own unique way. And I just want you to know I see every single one of you. And I'm really, really happy to see you every single morning and on this call when you can make it. And I appreciate all the work you're doing. And just know that the work that you're doing also feeds my family, also helps me help support my family in the Philippines. And it all goes to a good cause all the way through Dave being able to do permaculture and create that space for us every year, and to live his dream, him and Annie to live their dreams, and Amy Venner, for all of them to continue to invest more into research and into the company, that every dollar we spend is also a dollar towards the plastic free initiative, the autism awareness. It goes towards all of this abundance for good causes, including the farmers in Thailand, the orphanage that supports girls who are rescued from sex trafficking. This is where your dollar's going. And it goes to more research so that we can keep staying ahead of the game with science and know exactly what products we can create, and also how we can benefit people with more and more different new superfoods formulas, one which will be coming out soon. There's another shake that's going to be coming out soon, with some more ingredients that we know are very, very helpful for people. And like, it's amazing how amazing it is it to be part of this company. I just give thanks to God that that this company found me and this company has found all of you, and that you have found this company, and that we get to work together to bring this goodness to everyone else. And I just like wanted to say a blessing to and a prayer to protect Dave, Amy, and Annie and their beloveds and their families and all the extended people who are part of this network, all of the people in this company, and all of the people who are farming, and all of the people on all of our farms, like protect and bless all of our farms. I give so much thanks for them. Beautiful. So just had to, thank you. Had to start with some gratitude this morning. Good morning, Lena. Yay, just saw you join and jump on. Yay, girl. And so glad your puppy's okay. We were all praying for you. Yeah.
It happens quite a few times now, so I'm kind of used to it. But I didn't realize he was microchipped. So finally, someone actually took him in and got the microchip. So it actually worked the first time.
That is wonderful.
Any other time, like, people just want to keep him because he's so freaking cute, and I get it. I need to make a sign at the bottom of the highway that says, "Don't take my dog."
Oh my God. That's a great idea.
I finally put on his thing that says, "I live at Ravens Landing. Take me back."
That's smart. Oh, that's smart. Good. And your phone number would be a good thing to have on there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good. Well, we really missed you at the camp out, I have to say. Everyone was like wondering where you were, and we were all off grid, so we couldn't call you. There was no technology out there.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
No internet or anything, but we love you.
Bummed. I got an email back from, I think, Holly or something about doing the sounding, and it was my emails didn't come through until like Monday. And I was like, oh, if I would have gotten that on Thursday, it probably would have prompted me. I would have been like, whatever, Chaco, you're on your own. But I just felt so bad to leave town if my dog was, just
I
gone.
know. I
But yeah, that would
totally.
yeah, that was a hard one to get on mine. I was like, oh God, I really wanted to be there. But your
Oh.
pictures, everybody looks so happy and glowing. So I'm glad. It's beautiful.
Yes, we're gonna bring all of you there next year. Next year, make sure that all of us come. We're all gonna be there together, and we're just gonna keep growing. And we have lots of celebrations today. Oh my gosh, I want to hear all of you guys. So, oh, let me let people in the waiting room. There's 2 people in there. Sorry, including Tarashea. Um, we had some really, really, really exciting things happen last night. I want to just celebrate Sheri and Tarashea. They worked really hard last night and all day long. I just want to say that Tarashea started off with 4,200 points yesterday morning, and she had to get to 6,000. She needed 2,000 more points in order to hit executive fast start. Tarashea and Sheri both signed up at around the same time, and they both hit executive fast start on the very last day of the month, on the very last month that they could get that executive fast start bonus. So $1,000 to Sheri, $1,000 to Tarashea, and I worked with them really hard, but so did their downlines. Okay, so Tarashea's new brand partner, Bree, made consultant yesterday in one day, like in 3 hours. She just was like, oh, we're going to get Tarashea to executive. She didn't even really know what that meant. She's like, let's do it. And so that got her into action. Like that actually got you into action.
Yeah.
And she enrolled 3 people yesterday and hit her very first time hitting. She hit fast start consultant and she hit the UBT. So that means she generated 1,250 points, which got Tarashea to executive. So that she was able to generate over 1,000 points for Tarashea's run to executive. Tarashea also enrolled 3 people yesterday and also hit enabled her to hit the executive fast start. And neither of them thought they were going to do it.
No, I didn't. I had no idea. It just happened, and I made it happen like literally, I think within 3 hours. Literally,
Yeah.
we started at like 7 or
At like 7 o'clock. I'm like, Tarashea, you're gonna hit fast. Well, first I
Yeah.
worked with Sheri and I got Sheri to executive. And then once I got Sheri to executive, then I went my focus to Tarashea. I'm like, Tarashea, we're getting you to executive fast start.
Mhm.
And I don't think anyone expected to hit either of these ranks.
No.
Right? Sheri, come off mute, and Tarashea, come off mute. Let's have both of you. And then Koko also hit consultant last night. Koko had enrolled 1 person before in her life. And then all of a sudden yesterday, we're like, Koko, you got this. Like, you can do this. You can get to consultant. And so Koko got to consultant last night. She enrolled 2 people. And it's like amazing when there's a reason. Like the point is like, when there is a reason, people totally make shit happen. Okay. When people realize, like, especially a lot of times people are more driven for other people. And so sometimes like you won't get to consultant unless you have a reason to get to consultant. Like, well, I'll help somebody else. Right. So some people operate like that. Some people are very much empathic and they're like, well, if I do this, this is going to help someone else get to their goal. But yet they wouldn't have done it for themselves. Like they wouldn't have done it for themselves yet. Like, so sometimes it's helpful to tell your downline, hey, like, help me get there because that's going to help them make money. You know what I mean? They're going to generate for themselves. So it's kind of interesting how this whole like network marketing works. It's like this super fun. We're doing it together. Everyone's making money together. Everyone's excited to make each other money, So, and like, just to do something fun. It's like, there's not a lot of businesses where there's like constantly some kind of goal you can get to. And if you haven't made it to a fast start, don't worry, you can still get a bonus for hitting all those ranks. You can still get $200 for hitting director. You can still get $50 for hitting consultant, $200 for hitting director, and you can still make $500 when you get to executive forever. There's no cap on that. So just know you are still, those of you who haven't hit the fast start, you still can, and you will eventually enroll someone else who will, and you'll get those matching bonuses. I got a matching bonus for both Sheri and Tarashea. So it's really, really incredible how this works together. Everyone earned income by helping each other. Okay. So let's see, who wants to go first, Sheri or
I guess I'll go.
okay, go Sheri.
Yeah, it was
Tell us, girl.
amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Like yesterday, I didn't think I was gonna, no, I'm not gonna get to executive. And the month before, I was like on the edge of getting executive and I didn't make it. And I was like, there is no way that I could sign up 3 people in today. And then all of a sudden, my dance teacher's daughter texts me and says, "Oh, I want to sign up." And I'm like, "Oh, wow," out of the blue. She's thinking about it like a couple weeks ago, but I didn't think her. And I'm like, okay. And then I thought, oh my God, she's really difficult to get a hold of because she's always so busy. So I didn't hear back from her for a while. And then time, she signed up her husband with the core 4 yesterday. And thank you, Tyne. I'm so grateful. And that helped Tyne. Actually, Tyne got to, now she's at Builder. Yeah. So it helped her.
Congratulations, Tyne.
Yeah,
Your
congratulations.
first gift, your first enrollee.
Yeah. And who was the other person? I'm trying to remember. Oh my God.
He signed up as a brand partner, by the way.
Oh, was Koko?
And then Koko hit consultant.
Yeah, Koko signed up someone yesterday as well.
2 people. Koko signed up 2 people.
That's right. Thank
and
you.
hit consultant.
Thank you. Yeah. Koko signed up 2 people. And so that one person that she signed up, the first one, that made me get to executive. And I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. Like all this month, I didn't sign up like 3 people in one day, but like the last day to hit executive, like I didn't think I was going to make it. And so what I think it is just believing. Because I was telling Rachel that, oh, I don't think it's going to happen. And I know that she's not going to get back to me and blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, don't believe that. She's going to get back to you. Just believe that she's going to get back to you. I'm like, okay, she's going to get back to me. And then she did. But it really is about believing, right? Like believing in ourselves and, just going forth. And for me, I think it really is, it's just talking to people. Like, I talked to about 6 or 7 people yesterday. And I was really busy yesterday because we were at this health fair, and I had to do a lot of different things at the same time. And I wasn't selling the products yesterday at the health. We were just going to this health thing, and so it was really busy. But I was able to do it, even though I had all this going on. And it's just a matter for me. I think it's a matter of just really just talking to people, and like if for me, if I could just talk to like it would be awesome if I could talk to 10 people a day. Like if I'm going to the store, walk down the street, and just because I did, one time I just said, "Oh, I'm going to stop here at the thrift store," and I went in. I talked to some of the people in the thrift store that work there, and then now they are interested. Or I'd walk down, talk to a real estate agent, go into the office there, and just it's about just like having that goal for me is like, okay, I'm going to talk to like 30 people, new people this week. And so that's what I'm noticing that helps. Yeah, so I'm so
Wow.
excited. I'm so grateful. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And for you, thank you, Rachel. Oh my God, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't, like I said, I would not. It's so important to have a team and have you.
Well, it's really
There's-
important to have people. This is why it's so important that we just like keep instilling each other that faith and that belief, because this is what we do for our downlines, our sidelines, our uplines, and everyone. Because you wouldn't have tried if I didn't tell you you could. You wouldn't have probably even tried, right? And
right. Yeah,
I know that what's possible because I've been in this business long enough. I know what's possible if you just do the actions. Now, you just said something really powerful. You just said I'm committed to, or I will commit to. You have committed to talking to 30 people in a week. Like that's powerful to make that kind of commitment of just like, I'm going to have this many conversations. We call that a mini marathon. To like have 10 conversations a day is a mini marathon. To have 10 conversations a day for 3 days or 4 days, that's called a mini marathon. And so you just kind of created your own mini marathon. Right?
Yeah, I don't know if I could do 10 a day. I try.
10 a day is a lot. It's a
but...
lot. And it's not a normal, that's why it's only a mini. We don't do it for like an extended period of time because it's like a lot to do. And we have things to do. We got to go shopping for groceries and other things in life, right? And do cleaning and errands. But I was really impressed. Like you would call me you called me, I think from somewhere like a hospital or something, and you got me on a call. Everywhere you went, you just kept getting me on calls with people this month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I
Just
did. Yeah, I
randomly, you
had
would call
someone.
me, you would text me and say, "Oh, I'm with so and so. Are you free? Can we just get you on a call?" And that really works because a lot of times I am free. If you're just in the moment, you might get me. So I just encourage people, like if you're in the moment and you're like with somebody, and you just want me to even hop on and just tell my story really quick. It's all about getting people's stories. That's all you need. You don't need anyone to talk about products. You don't need to talk about products. You just need them to get in front of enough stories. So we call this, there's a word that Leslie Zahn calls it. I think it's called a round robin. It might be called a round robin, but you can literally just call 5 people from the team and just say, hey, just see who you can get and just say, hey, can you just share your story really quick? It takes 2 minutes. You could call Allie B. Can you just share your story? Just 2 minutes. Just tell this person your story. Allie B, you can call Felicia. Can you just like hop on this call and just tell them your story? 2 minutes. You could call Lena. You could call Nirancar. Just try, text around, but definitely call me first, right? Text me and your upline first and just say, hey, are you free just to share your story really quick? And that's literally like all people need.
Well,
is
that's what we
share
did
enough
with
stories.
Coco. Coco yesterday, we were on with Coco and we're like, hey, can you share your story? And then she went and shared her story right then and there. We were just on with her while she was actually sharing her story. It was great.
Who was on with her? You and who?
You and me and Coco.
Oh, we're on
We,
with,
we,
who was it? One of her people?
we were all together while Coco was doing her story. We're talking to her together. Like
Yeah,
she was actually posting on Facebook her story as we were talking to her.
oh, well, she was posting her story on, we were like, Coco, like, we were like, if you want to enroll one more person today, I said, Coco, just share your before and after story right now on Facebook, because you'll get one person. And she did. And she did, and she got another person.
And then she got another person, right? Like
and,
yesterday, 2 people.
and just remember, only a small percentage, 8% of people see any post you do. So if you post your same story every day for 10 days, that's 8% each day. So 8 times 10. So you finally get to like 80% by the end of 8 days. So if you post your story every day for like 2 weeks, eventually every person every person will see your post. And so we don't realize that nobody had seen Glennis post before, and like everyone's friends with him until finally Jameson posted it. No one had seen his story. No one even heard of it. No one's seen it. No one's seen his before and after story. No one's read it. So it's really important to get your story up there. A lot of
I think
people
Grace is in the waiting room.
Oh, thank you. I need to make more people co-hosts. I'm gonna make you co-host, Nirancar. Make sure we get that. So welcome, Grace. Sorry about that. Didn't know you were in the waiting room. So yeah, it's like incredible how few people actually see your story. So the more you tell it, and you can just do it in your stories again and again. So that's why I'll just be like, hey, I'm celebrating my 9-year anniversary. I'm celebrating my 1-month anniversary. I'm celebrating. I've seen people literally celebrate their anniversary every month, their whole first year. My 2-month anniversary, my 3-month anniversary, their 4-month anniversary, and every time they're posting their before and after story. When you post before and after pictures too, along the way, people keep seeing your progression. If you're like doing weight loss, they'll see like a little bit of weight loss this month, and then a little bit more this month, and then a little bit more this month. And as they see that progression, they go, wow, I just watched you for a year and I saw how that came off. And like, now I'm really inspired that it's possible because I watched you do it and now I want to do it. So those things have really worked too, is doing like, weight loss stories, but just telling your story little by little is amazing how much traction you will get. That is the most powerful tool you have, that and interviewing others. So thank you. Congratulations for getting to executive fast start, your 3rd month. Coco, thank you for getting to consultant and making that possible. So let's see if Tarashea is available. Tarashea also, Tarashea, are you there? I know she was like going to get a car back. Oh, there she is. Tarashea also got to fast start executive. So she also made $1,000 in fast start bonuses on her 3rd month. Congratulations, Tarashea.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How did you do it? You got 2,000 points on your last day.
Well, I'm speechless. I'm thankful and speechless.
I'm
I
really proud of you.
Thanks. Yeah.
You worked
I-
hard for that. And again, like it was like, I was like, you're getting to executive. And you said you looked at your point, you're like 4,000 points. You're like, how am I gonna get to executive?
well, I feel having the support, like, oh yeah, you got this. And then also just, you know, however we are disciplined and dedicated to our own mental diet and faith, kind of surrendering. It was a little pressure, especially with one of my clients who's been wanting to order since winter. And, it was like coming down. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go put money on the card tomorrow. And he didn't. And then he didn't get back to me with an email or I think card. It was just like literally like 9:30 when I got his order in. And so yeah, and then one of my other best friends had ordered Saturday night and it went through to Sunday, and two other sisters from our dinner Friday ordered Friday, which is a really good, really great blessing on just building connections and trusting, getting back into that real trusting ourselves, and that yeah, regardless of what the 3D may show, for sure.
Yes. Amen. So listen, what was really incredible was that what I really loved is that all month long you kept saying, I'm executive, I'm executive, I'm executive. And then you were like, I don't know if I'm going to make it this month. And you were like, I'll do it next month. I'm like, this is your last month that you can earn that $1,000 bonus. This is it. This is the month.
I don't need no more pressure.
Right. And so she's like, oh, okay. And so what's really interesting is that you actually got into a kind of action that you hadn't been in before. And so there were people who were like wanting this, but like, it's really easy to sometimes like people want this, right? And then they're like slow to move because they actually need you to tell them to go. They need you to just say, this is the time. Like you said, you wanted to do this. Like you said, you had a credit card. You said you were going to pay for it. What's the deal? And so a lot of times we're like afraid to pressure people. We don't want to pressure people, but we have to remember that if you're really aligned on the inside and you know this is good for them, and you're there to remind them that this is good for them, because you know that this is not bad for them. This is something that they actually need.
It's the same thing. I'm, having a heart condition myself, and I'm very, very holistic, but my choices for that last 15 years is going to be different in my body. And I don't necessarily go to a doctor to have them tell me what to do. She consults me and she does what I tell her. So, but
I can barely hear you. Is anyone else having trouble hearing Tarashea? Is it very quiet or is it just me?
I can hear her okay.
I can hear her.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I could hear her pretty good too.
Okay, awesome. I think it's just my sound on my side.
Time I'm in the car.
So long story short is, really what I wanted to like drive home here is that when you knew that there was when you had a reason, like a why strong enough, right? You like have a car, you have to like get your car fixed. Like you have like a big reason right now to make this work this month, right? And you also just really were like putting your own belief into your own mind. You're telling yourself, I'm executive, I've got this, I'm like green diamond. You're like really seeing into the future and looking backwards. But you also inspire these people, like you got under them and inspired them. Like, this is really good for you. Like, this is going to really help you and really help them move that needle forward. And guess what? Those people who are going to do this transformation now, they may have waited another 6 months, but their lives are going to change now because of you. You hear what I'm saying? Like their lives, you by helping, putting a fire under them, you're helping change their lives. Their lives are now going to be changed 6 months sooner in their life. They're not going to be miserable for another 6 months. They're going to be feeling better in their bodies now. You disappeared, but that's okay. All right. And then Brianna, who Tarashea enrolled. So Tarashea hit the UBT this weekend is the point. So Tarashea enrolled 3 people. Brianna enrolled 3 people. Now, normally that would have just been like together, that would have been like a combined 750 plus 750. That would have been 1,500 points. And that only got Tarashea to 5,000 points. But because they both did a UBT, three 90 days, they both enrolled 390 days with smart orders. That meant that they ended up with an additional 500 points each, which made it 6,000. So they both enrolled 3 people, which went from 4,000 to like, whatever to 5,000 and then over and then beyond because of those extra 500 points. So the UBT is what really tipped the scale and made it possible for them to hit fast start. Heard that for Sheri Sheri hit the fast start. Sorry, they both hit the UBT, right? Enrolling 3 people with smart orders. And so that gave them each 500 extra points, which combined made a total of 1,000 extra points. And then Sheri also did that. Sheri also enrolled 3 people, which made her get another 500 UBT points. So you see that that's why the 3 in a week is so powerful, and how, like, if each person in this group here, if you were able to just have a lot of conversations. Are you brushing your hair?
Yeah.
So cute. We got a kitten here, you guys. Look at this little baby, little brand new, like 3 days old. So adorable. Anyway, I forget what I was saying, but
Even if we do 3 people.
oh yeah. So if any of you wanted to get executive this month, literally the path to executive is 1 UBT per week. Enrolling 3 people with the ULT and a smart order per week. That's exactly executive points. And anyone who has not hit executive yet before will get $500 bonus. A $500 bonus. It's really amazing. It's very generous. This company is incredibly generous, plus all of your commissions. And that's just by doing 3 a month, 3 a week, because 3 a week is 1,250 points per week. Plus, if you enroll 10 in a month, that's another 1,000 points. So that is the path to executive. So I just wanted to be clear that, like, that is a path to executive. Now, let's say you have a brand partner who enrolls 3 people in a week. Maybe you're like, I don't know, I'm just not good at enrolling people, or I'm scared to enroll people, or I feel hesitant to enroll people, or like intimidated to enroll. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to that many people, or I just don't know how to talk to that many people. Well, let's say you enrolled a brand partner who's like Tarashea or Sheri, who just has that kind of ability to talk to lots of people. That's what you want to manifest in your team, is somebody who can do the thing that you're afraid of doing. Someone who's confident in doing the thing that is uncomfortable for you. Somebody, maybe you're uncomfortable on social media, then find somebody who's good at social media. Right on. I saw you, Holly. You're like, yes. It's really, really, like, we are all different people. We all have different human design. Some of us are projectors and some of us are manifest generators. A projector is waiting to be invited. A manifest generator has an engine and is able to talk to lots of people. So sometimes your human design itself, and it's not your fault. It's not even bad. It's not even a fault. It's just that, like, that's actually your superpower. You're a projector. You wait to be invited. Then when you're invited, it's like really amazing, like sparks fly. Okay.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
You would naturally, what's that?
That's true. My husband's a projector and I'm a manifesting generator. And it's
Yeah,
true what you just
That's
said.
a good combo. So you're like generating the energy for the team, for the two of you.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with every person has a different superpower. So, so projectors like might be invited to be on a podcast by a manifest generator, and then suddenly they're exposed, and then somebody hears them, and then all of a sudden somebody's drawn to their team. So it's about harnessing your own superpower, right? Allie Berry was invited. I don't know what Allie Berry's human design is, but like, if she were a projector, this was like the perfect opportunity, because she saw, oh, Team Alchemy. I love Team Alchemy. I love alchemy. I want to learn about alchemy. And I'm like, well, let's join our team then. She's like, I want to be on Team Alchemy. She didn't even know what it meant. She goes, I want to be on Team Alchemy. And I'm like, well, you're going to find out what it is and you're going to be on our team. And sure enough, it happened. So like harnessing your superpower, whether you're like an introvert and you're like need your special time, then you recharge, then you do that thing that's you recharge your energy as an introvert. And then that recharging makes you even more appealing when you do come out into the public, because you recharge your battery and now you're more appealing and more magnetic because you've given that to yourself. So no matter what type of person you are, if you're into the Enneagram, there's 3s or 6s. 3s are like business generators, I think, and 6s are, I don't know, I actually don't know in the Enneagram, but like there's different, maybe Sheri knows. Do you know the Enneagram?
Yeah.
Sheri?
Yeah, I studied it with Gangaji and Ashton for 3 years.
Okay, so what can you say about the Enneagram?
But yesterday, you are a 3, which is the business executive. 3s have a lot of energy. They could just keep going and going, and they're just naturals with business executive kind of type.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's good to know. You could go onto the online and type in any free Enneagram test and take the test, because it's really great to see. It shows your like strengths and also shadows of your number, and it really helped me out a lot. Some people are not really into it because it's kind of heady, but it really helped me a lot
Nice.
through life to understand some things that were in the subconscious that I was doing. And it's amazing. It's like from 1 to 9, like the 1 is the perfectionist, the 2 is the helper, the 3 is the business executive, like Rachel, and the 4 is the artist. I think probably Glynis probably has a 4 with a 3 wing, the business executive, like that. And then 5 is the librarian. They're the readers. They're more in the back. They like the observers. They're more quiet. And then the 6s, I'm a 6 on the Enneagram. And they're more like, when you see police and firemen and all that, they're mostly are 6. Military, police, firemen, and most of them are 6s, because when there's something that happens in life, like a tragedy or like everyone's all chaotic, they could actually stop and be very calm.
I can't really see your eyes. Do you want to pull down a little bit more so we can actually see your eyes? There we go.
Okay. But they're basically called the loyalists, the 6s.
Calm, nice.
Yeah. And then the 7s, I have a 7 wing, which is they're the cosmic travelers. They love to travel and they move around a lot. And the 8s are like, the bikers, you see the Hills Angels. They're like really intense people, the 8s. They're mostly the bosses and the leaders. They also have a lot of Shakti, like you, like the 3s. The 3s and the 8s have a lot of Shakti energy. And then the 9s are the peacemakers.
Nice.
Yeah, I think my husband, he has a 9 with an 8 wing.
Oh, that's cool.
You have a wing, sometimes people have wings too. It's really interesting. I love it. There's many books out there. And Gangaji and Eli, they wrote a book called The Enneagram for Liberation. And that's a really good one. But there's many out there. I find a whole bunch in libraries because there's so many out there. Or you could just go online and type in like Enneagram and the number, or YouTube Enneagram and read about the numbers. Yeah.
Awesome. So if you want to learn more about your personality type according to the Enneagram, then you can like go and look online and learn about it. But it's really about like Enneagram. Human design is also kind of more astrological and combined with what is it called? I Ching, right? It's like kind of that combination. Then there's the people code, which we use, which is kind of what Grace and I and we all like grew up in the people code with our upline. The people code, determines your color, right? So it's like the color that motivates you. So for instance, if you're a red, you're motivated by power, which means that you're motivated by getting from A to B efficiently. Power is all about like efficiency and getting from A to B, right? And getting there in an efficient, quick way. And so sometimes reds in their limitations can be very pressurizing. They can be pushy. And they don't mean to be. They're just like seeing the goal and going, well, here's how you get here and here's how you do it. And so in order for a red to actually truly be effective in their color, they may need to learn to be patient and learn how to communicate with people rather than telling people, hey, do this, do that. They have to go, hey, how's it going? What are you up to today? Like connect with people and connect with them in their heart first before they say, hey, here's an idea for you of how you can get to your goal today, right? Because Reds just see how it gets done. So they're just going to tell you, this is how you get it done. And then you're like, and then a receiver on that end might feel like, ouch, I just got bossed around. But if a red learns how to be more blue, now blue is the color of, they are motivated. So reds are motivated by power, and then blues are motivated by intimacy. So they're really about connection. Grace, you're a blue, right? Yeah, Grace is a blue. So Grace is like very motivated by connection, by relationships, by like really going deep with people. If you're gonna hang out with Grace and you're gonna go on a car ride with Grace, you guys are gonna go deep. You guys are gonna become best friends by the end of the ride, right? You go to a party and you meet Grace, you guys are gonna hang tight and you're gonna end up talking to each other you're gonna learn about each other's relationships and like your deepest wounds and whatever it is, right? You're gonna go deep, right? So blues are really, really into like connection. My partner is a red. He's all about like, about like getting from A to B. And so he's like constantly impatient with me. And I'm just like, let's just slow down. Okay. So, but reds are also very powerful because they can see the finished goal and they can like see how to get there. And then they're just like, well, this is the line. Like, it's really easy. Just do this. And so those are the people who will just like call a ton of people in a row. Those people will just like call boom, boom, boom. I'm going to call 10 people. My goal is to talk to 30 people and just have these conversations. And so that's efficient. That's going to get a lot of conversations started. But they may enroll like 3 people out of those 30 people they call because they're like moving really quick, right? But that's good because they know like, oh, well, 3 is my number. I'm going to enroll 3 out of every 30 people. Well, a blue might have 30 conversations and it may take 10 days to have those 30 instead of in 1 day. But the blue might actually enroll every person because they've dropped in and they've really connected and they can like really feel where that person's coming from. And they can really like help them get there. There's 2 other colors. There's yellow. So yellows are motivated by fun. Yellows are like, oh my God, wait, you're like, I want to get this yellow to this party. How do I get them to convention? How do I get them to the camp out? Oh, I'll tell them about the dance party. I'm going to tell them about the fire pit where there's going to be stories. I'm going to tell them about all the fun stuff, right? So like a yellow person, if I want to motivate them, they're motivated by fun. I'm going to tell them about all the fun they can have. There's going to be a swimming pool. There's going to be lots of hiking. We're going to have experiences. It's going to be fun, right? So maybe everyone has a little yellow in them and they're all like, I'm going to get there for that too. But a blue is going to be probably more motivated by like, who's going to be there? Who am I going to connect with? Who am I going to have a relationship with there? Who am I going to get to know? What kind of relationships? How am I going to cultivate I'm going to have fun cultivating relationships. I'm going to get closer to Rachel. I'm going to get closer to Allie. I'm going to get closer to Lena, right? So blues are like motivated to like connect with people. And now then the last one is white. So white are connected. White is motivated by peace, by creating peace and harmony. So wherever there's like a problem, a white's going to be drawn to that to try to figure out how to make peace. A white is drawn to conflict to create peace. And they're very intellectual because they're just like, like you wouldn't think about it. You wouldn't think like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, these are whites, but they're motivated by creating peace. But it's also a very, it can be a very heady job because there's a lot of parts to figure out. And there's a lot of thinking involved, and there's like dropping into the heart and peace and prayer, but there's also a lot of like, how do we make this work? How do we get the whole, everyone to like participate and to understand the value of this? And like it creates, they may need to be very articulate in communication. So based on that, what do you guys think my color is? Go ahead and drop into the comments. I'd like to see what you think my color is, since I haven't told you. Some of you know already, so don't cheat, but what color would I be? Red, blue, yellow, or white? Red is power and efficiency, blue is intimacy and fairness, yellow is fun and creativity, and white is peace. Okay, Sheri says blue. Grace is guessing white. Okay, Brianna guesses blue. Jameson guesses yellow, white. I love that Bryn said orange because you're red and yellow. That's awesome. So anyone who was with us, Ali B guesses red, white. Oh, that's great. That's great. Red, white. And we do have secondary colors. We do have tertiary colors, and you can actually take, we're going to give you the test. You guys can actually take the color code test. It's called the people code. And so, okay, great. So anybody who is with us on, who's with us at the actual event. Now, why would you, okay, blue, white. I love that. Okay, so we've got a couple of people guessing whites. Now, anybody who was anybody who was at the event noticed how like I was with I had my singing bowls going the whole time. We were constantly dropping into prayer and meditation. So there was like this kind of like over hue of white where I'm just like trying to create the peace, you know, like let's all drop back in and let's all get along and let's talk about stuff. And then there was also like and then also probably some of you saw me singing and like, you know, like getting the fire pit going and like, hey, like, let's like jump into a song and like having fun, right? So guess what? I am a white primarily and yellow is my secondary. Yep. I saw Ali B go, yes. So those of you who guessed pretty well. You guys all kind of got it, right? You guys all kind of got it. White is all colors. Yeah, that's just truth to that too, Tyne. Yeah. Yay. That was fun. So yeah, so you know, the point is really just like adopt, you know, as we get to know, part of like doing well in this business is just getting to know ourselves and just finding what works for us and learning how to actually empower ourselves with our personalities, with our human design, with our Enneagram. What is your superpower? If you are a blue, you might just be you might take your time talking to different people, and as those relationships get deeper, then they enjoy your team. So you might be cultivating a lot of relationships right now that eventually they'll all pop like popcorn and then suddenly all join your team because you're taking your time and you're getting to know them and you're really dropping in deep and really like cultivating that. Or if you're yellow, you know, it's just like, well, I just got to be around more people and I got to be like at dance parties. Like I got to be out there and like involved with people more. And then like, you're going to attract your tribe that way, you know, like very playful, very like, or like just very like wanting to, you know, connect. If you're red, you might just be efficient and you're just like, here's my list. I'm just going to go da, 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 down this list. And that might appeal to you, but that might not appeal to a yellow. Like going down your list might be easy for a red. Okay, I'm just gonna do what I was told, and that's efficient, that's powerful. I'm just gonna go into my phone and just send, you know, message to every person. So when you see like how we're prospecting through the month together, we're creating a lot of options, a lot of different ways to connect, right? A post by a blue is going to be like deep and long, right? Like I would say like Kat and Grace, for example, are going to be like sharing from their heart. They're going to be really vulnerable and transparent because that's a very blue quality. And that's going to create a lot of trust in their tribe. So people are going to really trust them deeply because they've like created so much vulnerability. And so that's going to bring a lot of like friends, and they're going to be creating these relations, cultivating relationships with people. And that might take some time. Okay. So what I leave out, so red, blue, yellow, white. Yeah. So and then I don't know how a white person posts because I'm white, so I don't really actually know what I do. I'm not sure what's behind it. Sometimes you can't even see yourself. But I just want you guys to get a sense of like, you might see other people doing things differently. And it doesn't, if they're doing it differently and they're finding success with what they're doing, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means that there's other ways to do things. And everyone's finding their way in this. Okay. Whew. All right. So I'm going to take a break from talking and let you guys talk. And what I'd love is for you guys to all find in the, I posted in the Facebook Messenger group, the I am vision statement. So in the, the accountability group up above, I posted the vision plan. I'm also going to share it in the text threads where is it this one? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to also share it in the text threads. So this is the I am statement. And so this is what you're going to generate right now is the I am statement. So I just sent it in a text as well. Oops, wrong. I have two text groups here. Two text group with 19 people, 19 each. Hang on. Okay, so those of you who are in the text group, go ahead and look at the vision statement, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it out loud here for everybody. And so I want you to like kind of fill in the blank and post it in the chat. Here it is. So this is what I just shared. So this is what you're going to fill out, and you're going to post this on the Team Alchemy page. You're going to actually write this all out, and you're going to post this in the Team Alchemy page, maybe with a photo, maybe with a picture of your first of the month order, maybe a picture of you. But this is essentially what we are filling out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. So I, Rachel Balanzat, my name, am so happy and grateful now that I am. Now, you might not say happy and grateful. You might say stoked and thrilled. You can use whatever adjectives or adverbs you want. But what's important is that you write now that I am. Now that I am, because you're now like thinking, this is NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which Tony Robbins uses all the time. But now that I am, so now we're in the future. We're at the end of the month. We're at May. How many days in the month is May?
31.
Okay, so we're now on the 31st of May. So now on the 31st of May, now that I am, what is the rank you want to inspire yourself to get to? What is the rank you want to like project to? Now that I am director, executive, whatever rank you want to get to, okay? I, so-and-so, am so happy and grateful now that I am. We're looking in the past. We're not saying will be. We're saying now that I am, not I will be. Now that I am, we're seeing it done. We're seeing it completed. This is also what they use in Landmark Forum. Now that I am director. By, and then the date. By what date? I have how many points per day? First of all, you have to figure out director has 2,500 points. So that approximately is how many points per day. You're going to have to use a calculator. You have to figure out whatever rank you're trying to get to. What are the points and how many points do I have per day? Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get that many points per day every day. It doesn't mean you're like, oh, well, I didn't get 66 points today. That means I didn't make it. Forget it. I'm not going to try. Just know overall average by the end of the month, that's about how many points per day it averages. You're obviously going to get them at different points. No one's getting 66 points per day. It doesn't work that way because you're selling like a pack at a time, which is 250. But that way you can track yourself like mid-month. You can go, well, how many points have I gotten so far per day this month? You can do a little calculation halfway at the halfway mark and go like, how am I doing? Am I on par? Am I on track with my goals? So I have blank points per day. We're going to use a calculator for that. My why is, why am I doing this? What am I really wanting to achieve in life? What goals in my life is this helping with? Well, with me personally, my why is I want to own a house with a big kitchen. I have this little ass kitchen over there. It's like, it's really cute. I mean, I could get a tiny home and like have the same kitchen and I would be like stoked. I would be accepting of that. But I really want to own a big house with a big kitchen because I love to cook and I love to make meals for lots of people. I'm somebody who hosts celebrations through the year. I have Christmas at my house. I have Easter at my house. I have whatever, birthdays at my house. I like to host parties because I'm a yellow, because I'm a secondary yellow. And so my why is I want to own a house with a big kitchen. So that's why I am doing this. That is what's motivating me right now. Now that why is going to change from month to month, year to year. The first year I was in business, I just wanted to get out of debt. My whole first year was like, because I want to pay off my credit card bills. That was my entire why, was like, help me pay off my credit card bills and make enough money to eat. Okay. So my why is, so you want to just say, this is my why. You don't have to say my why is, but you want to share your why in there. Okay. My key players are, who are my key players? Who are the people that I would like to enroll or who are already enrolled to me? Who are my brand partners who I'm going to enroll or are already enrolled to me? Those are your key players, is your brand partners. So project, if you don't have any brand partners yet, state who you would like them to be. What qualities do they have? I support them to reach what goal? If you're running for diamond this month, okay, Sheri and Tarashea, if you're running for diamond this month, then you're saying, I support them to reach consultant minimum. You need 3 consultants. That's the structure that you actually are, and you need to get to diamond is 3 consultant. Now, if you have not enrolled any brand partners, then maybe you're just supporting your brand partner. You're calling in a brand partner and you're supporting them to share 1 gift card, even 1, or you're supporting them to have a launch party, or you're supporting them to have a healthy happy hour Zoom, or you're supporting them to have a party in person, or you're supporting them to make their first post, whatever it is. Okay. But my key players are who, and I support them to reach what goals. I call in blank to my team. Who am I calling into my team? Or what kind of people? Maybe I'm calling, for me personally, I'm calling into my team people who really want to run, people who want to do this business, people who are like drawn to this kind of business, who are excited, people who are going to love this business. Like you guys, people who are stoked on like what it is we're sharing. People who want to do this, who are naturally going to find ease with doing this, who are just going to enjoy this. That's who I'm calling into my team. My action steps are in. What are my action steps are? What are my action steps? My action steps are, well, for me personally, I'm going to follow up with a ton of people because I have a lot of people who are interested and I have not followed up with them. And so my action steps are I'm going to enroll all the people who've shown interest. That's my action steps this month is I'm going to take them through the funnel. I'm going to write down their names. I'm going to touch in with them. I'm going to follow up and I'm going to hit my action steps are I'm going to hit the UBT this week. My goal is to hit the UBT this week. My other goal is to help some of my customers become brand partners, is to talk to them, have a sincere heart-to-heart conversation with some of my customers and say, would you like to become a brand partner? Would you like to learn more about what that means? Can I talk to you? I might go to some people and say, you know what? They may not even be customers, but I might have my goal, my action steps are going to be, I'm going to have some conversations with people and say, you know what? I would love to have a conversation with you. Are you free? I would really like to talk to you about something important and that I think you would be interested in. And could we sit down and have a talk? So I'm going to make an appointment, whether it's in person at a cafe or by phone or by Zoom. And I have a few people I'd like to talk to. I'm going to say, I'd like to talk to you about a business opportunity or an opportunity to collaborate with me. I've been thinking about you. And you seems like you are somebody I would really love to partner with. I'm going to tell them why. You know, you've been in my Hashimoto support group and I see you in there commenting all the time and talking to people, inspiring people. And I know I've talked to you about the health reset and you haven't done it yet. But I really think that you would actually be great. You know, once you get your Hashimoto's dialed in, you would be really great at helping other people get well. Because I see that you're constantly supporting people in my group. I think that you could really help other people get well. And what would it be like for you to help people get well and get paid for doing that? What would that be like for you? What would that open up for you to help people and get paid for it? Get paid for helping people. Would that inspire you? Would that be something that you'd be interested in learning more about? Would that be something important to you? Would you be interested or would you be open to having a conversation about that? Because I'd really like to talk to you about that. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Thank you.
I'm writing it down.
Okay, good. An opportunity to collaborate with me. Yes. Thank you, Nova, for putting that. So I'm going to have a conversation with those people. I'm going to offer people an opportunity to help people and get paid to help people. Okay. What's next on here? I give up. So I'm going to give something up this month. I'm going to give something up. Well, I want to tell you guys what I've given up for the past 3 months, the past 4 months. Okay, because we started a 90-day run and then we just started another 90-day run together. And by one of the things that I gave up was being, the word's not lazy, but being a little bit apathetic, a little bit disconnected. I gave up being disconnected from my team. I kind of last year, I was sort of on a sabbatical. I was in a lot of courses. I was learning a lot of things. I wasn't very motivated or inspired in my business. I was kind of feeling a little bit depressed about my business. And I was like, I'm going to do some other things and fill my cup. So last year, my points went down quite a bit. And I really had lost some of my motivation. Well, beginning of this year in January, I gave that up. I'm going to tell you guys something too that's really personal that I haven't told anybody. This is actually like something I've not told my team. My upline, quote unquote, retired, but she also joined another company. Like, I want to cry saying this. I was really, really disappointed, depressed, and bummed out about that. And I became resentful. Okay. I actually resented her to the point of, I was like, I don't want to make her any fucking money. I don't want to fucking be paying for her to do nothing. She's stopped working with my team. She's not working with us anymore. She's giving all of her energy to other people in another company. And I was mad. I was hurt and I was mad. And so guess what? There's an expression for this. What is it? I bit my tail to spite my face. Is that the word? What is that? What is that expression? Like I cut my tail to spite my face or something like that. So like I was harming all of you and my own business. I destroyed my nose to spite my face. What is that, Bryn? How does it go? I bit my nose to spite my face. Anyway, I was basically destroying my own business out of my resentment and my desire to harm her. Okay. I was like mad at her and I didn't want to be fueling her work, doing nothing, working for free and making all this money, cutting off one's nose to spite my face. That's what I was doing. I was cutting off my nose to spite my face. It was so ridiculous. And I finally realized that I was unconsciously doing this. So some of you might even notice, if you really take a deep look at yourself and look at your life, you might be somewhere in your life where you're like, really want something badly, right? Like I was like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire like my upline. I want to be making the money like my upline. But yet I was so resentful. I had this unconscious belief that was blocking my business, which was that if I make money, I'm making her money and I'm mad at her. And I don't want her to be, I was resentful, like seriously resentful. This was somebody who'd been one of my best friends. I used to live with her. And then I was mad that she left me. I was like, she left me. I felt abandoned. I was dealing with this whole abandonment issue by my upline. I didn't have anyone to bring connect calls to anymore, even though she kept saying, you can still bring me connect calls. But I was like, yeah, but I don't want people going to your other company, right? So long story short is I cut my nose to spite my face. And then I realized, you know what? I finally had a healing conversation with her where I told her everything. I told her what I was feeling. And that helped me heal it and realize, you know what? She's actually not doing anything wrong. She's just living her life, doing what feels good to her. And I love her family. I love her kids like my own kids. Like I love them so much. Like of course I want her to make lots of money. She's got 4 children. I don't have any children. She needs to make money so that she can send those kids to college or do whatever things that they're going to do in their life or homeschool them or build them futures. She's got a lot of mouths to feed for the next 20 years. Okay. Plus her husband's who's like also like, you know, house husband and she needs to support him too. He's not working. So she's got 5 whole mouths to feed, including herself. That's 6. Who am I to say, you know? So I had a healing conversation with her and I just realized I actually am okay with that. I'm like totally fine with her making money. And you know what? It's also created an opportunity for me to step into my own leadership. Her leaving gave me an opportunity to rise in my own leadership and to go like, well, who's Rachel as a leader? I can help these people. I can help my team. I can get my team. I can get them to executive. I can get them to diamond. I can do it on my own. Okay. I can live without my upline. And that's true leadership, is to learn how to lead and be willing to handle any circumstances. And even if your upline left, to be able to run your business and know where to plug into. I was like, I'll plug into Leslie Zann. I'll plug my team into Leslie Zann's calls. I'll plug them into the Monday money maps calls. And that's what I've done. And look what's happened. This team has blossomed. But what I also gave up was time. Time to have my lazy mornings where I just lie in bed with my tea and journaling and all this stuff. Not to say that's lazy. There's nothing wrong with those kinds of mornings. But I was like, if I want to be a millionaire, I got to get into massive action, because I want to save a couple $1 million, because my generation needs to have a couple $1 million in order to retire. That's just the truth, because with inflation, by the time I'm 80, the amount that of the cost of living is going to be so great by the time I'm 80. And I need to have $2 million to retire. I don't need to have, but I want to have that to retire. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to get into massive action and create a bunch of crowns. I want to create 5 crowns. I want to create 5 crowns under me. That is my goal. Because I want to be able to retire like Sarah is. I want all of you to be able to retire like Sarah does. And I'm only going to create that by going into massive action. So what did I do? I committed to being here every day, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11. That's 20 hours in my business every week that I'm committed to. That's really not a lot. Just commit 20 hours a week to your business to be making a 6 or 7 figure income, even a 6-figure income, even a 5-figure income, 20 hours a week. Come on, like how many of you have spent way more hours a week, 40 hours a week working a 9-to-5 job? Not making any money. I mean, not to say you're not making money, but like but barely able to pay rent. How worth it is it? How much do you want this? Are you willing to give up whatever it is to come to a 9 to 11 a.m. call Monday through Friday to make sure that you stay close to the fire, you get the inspiration, and you get all the information to move forward in this business and in your life? My cat's going to throw that off thing. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but that was what I gave up. I'm just saying, like, for me, okay, I'm not shooting anybody. I'm not making anyone bad or wrong or guilty if you're not doing it. It's just something that I have committed to doing. And I've been here there've been a couple days where I've had other people start and I came on late, or a couple times where I've had other people lead, but I am showing up every day for you guys. I'm committed to that. I'm committed to finally getting some people to rank up. I'm committed to getting you guys to rank up. And I feel like I've proven that's possible by getting Sheri and Tarashea to executive in 3 months. Any of you can get to executive in 3 months starting now. Any of you can do that. And you will. And when you get to diamond, you're going to be making at least $1,500 a month steadily without that much effort. And then when you get to green diamond, you'll be making $2,500 to $3,000 a month. And when you get to blue diamond, you'll be making $6,000 a month. And you'll be like, that's an income where you can leave other jobs. We can let go of other things. Blue diamond is a really good goal to get to, where you can actually let go of other things. And you can also get to a point of feeling like you're working with enough people and you have enough leaders in your team that you can feel safe that you're going to consistently make that income and that you're not going to lose that income. It's not going to go back to zero. Blue diamond is a very safe and stable place in this business, and you can get there. And then after that, it's all bonus. You get to black diamond, you're making $9,000 a month. Now you can actually save money, start putting away money to your future. You get to red diamond, and now you're like really creating a future for yourself. You're creating a future for your children. You're making enough money that you can actually put money away. You can actually step away from your business, and you can actually take breaks, and you can take a year off and a sabbatical off if you need, like I did. You can actually afford to slide back sometimes in your income. You can actually afford if something happens in your life and you suddenly have an emergency and you have to go take care of a sick parent or a dying parent, and suddenly you're like doing that full time. At Black Diamond Income, you can, and Red Diamond Income, you can take breaks and you can go on vacations. You can do self-care. You can like afford massages. You can take care of yourself. You can not like, you can send money back to your family wherever they are. My family's in the Philippines. I'm sending money to them. You can actually start to take care of other people. You get to Crown Income, and then now you're donating to every GoFundMe there is. Every GoFundMe you see on Facebook, you're like generously donating to those GoFundMes. You're sending money to Doctors Without Borders. You're sending money to people. You're helping nonprofits now. You can even create your own. You get to double 2-star Crown Income. You never have to worry about money again. You don't even have to ever have that fear in your life again. You never even have to be worried or afraid of not having enough money. That's never going to be a fear that enters your mind. You'll never have that fear again of not having enough. You can start having more luxury in your life. You can start having more pampering in your life. You can have a lot more self-care. You can take a lot more time off. You can work a lot less hours. You can be giving generously to whoever in your life. You can start paying for a mortgage on your parents' house. You can start retiring your parents early. Is that your goal?
Yes.
Retiring your parents.
By the time they're 60.
Yeah.
So I got 5 years.
There you go.
Mhm.
You get to 3-star Crown. Now you do whatever the heck you want with your life. Okay, you can buy properties. You can help other people buy properties. You can create farms. You can buy a robot. I don't know. I don't know what you do. 3-star Crown Income. Now you do whatever the hell you want, right? And then on and on. And then after that, now you're like creating your own, your own empire of whatever good you want to cause in the world. You can donate lots of money to different places, but you can also you can actually at 3-star Crown, now you can start saving enough money that you can actually retire. You can retire. 3-star Crown and above, you can actually retire. You're like, okay, I've got a retirement income. So enough of me, back to you guys. Let's hear your vision plans. Are you guys creating your vision plans? Should we give 5 minutes? I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, or do you guys, can anybody share their vision plan? I'd like to hear you out loud. Actually, like read this and generate it for yourself, whatever you're able to on this. Oops. And I can help you. Right? Let's see. Where is it? Can you guys read that? Go ahead and write this down. I blank am so happy and grateful now that I am, whatever rank, by May 31st. I have blank points per day. If you're going for director, you have 2,500 points by the end of the month. If you're executive, 6,000. If you're diamond, it's 15,000. And diamond needs to have 3 consultants under you. If it's green diamond, I believe it's 30,000 points. If it's blue diamond, it's 45,000 points, I believe. Maybe it's 50,000 points. And so on. My why is my key players are I support them to reach. I call in who blank to my team. I call in these people to my team. My action steps are I give up to make my dreams come true. I hope you guys are writing this down. And then I want anyone to just pop off and share. Even if you don't have all of it, just share some of it. Maybe just share the first statement. Share what your rank is and your why and what your action steps are. Who would like to start? Who would like to start? Go ahead. Somebody hop off mute. Someone be brave.
I'll go.
Thank you.
Let me see. Let me check it out here. There we go. I'm just going to do like a first few. Okay. I, Sheri, am so happy and grateful now that I am executive in
Diamond, girl,
oh, no.
diamond.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll do it again. I, Sheri, am so happy and grateful that I am diamond by May 31st. I have 15,000 points. And what is it per day? What does that mean?
And that's 50 points, and that's how many points per day?
Oh, I didn't divide that yet.
Don't worry. You don't have to worry about that yet.
Okay. And my why is to be financially independent and free.
Beautiful. Do you want to say what you're giving up?
I mean, I was thinking about that. I'm not sure yet.
And just to give you guys some ideas, you can give up thoughts, you can give up points of view, you can give up beliefs, you can give up activities. There's a lot of things you can give up. You can give up Netflix watching, scrolling. There's all kinds of things you can give up. So just think about that.
Oh. Huh? I'm listening to my husband. What? That's a good one. Beliefs of not doing it.
What does that mean? What is the belief?
Not getting to diamond.
Belief that I can't do it.
Yeah, belief that I can't do it.
You're
That's a
gonna
good
give
one.
up. So you're giving up your belief that I can't get to diamond.
I'm giving up the belief that I cannot get to diamond in 1 month. Because I tried to do that last month to get to executive and I didn't do it. So, and then I don't really have anybody that's consultant right now. Well,
No, the whole point is that they will get to consultant. You're going to help 3 people get to consultant this month.
okay. So then that will, okay.
Yeah, you're just going to help. You can help. Tyne's definitely going to get consultant. I think Tyne will get to director.
So, and the reason why they have to get to consultant is because like once they're consultant, then that, what does that mean? Like,
well, that gives you, each consultant gives you 1,000 points.
oh, you mean when they become consultants, I receive 1,000 points?
You get all their points. Yeah, you get 1,000 points for each of them, but also it's just a restructure. It's just required. Purium, the company, the way this business is built, there's a structure that's required. So you need to have 3 legs.
Oh, okay. And I didn't know that we were getting points from that as well. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
Absolutely, you get points
I
from
mean,
everything
1,000
that
points,
everyone
that's a
else-
lot. I thought maybe a couple hundred, but I didn't know it was 1,000
You
each.
got 1,000 points from Koko for becoming consultant. That's how you got to executive.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sheri. Who would like to go
Thank
next?
you.
Appreciate you. Who would like to go? Someone please pick up the mic and be brave.
I'm not sure if I feel really good about this though, because like it's a complete restart, but I ran
Hi, Bryn.
okay. But it's my first time. I like starting on a first. I hate starting on a fifth or a seventh or whatever.
This is perfect. You're here on the very first day of the month. You're totally just here right on time. This is great. This is like the perfect thing to start with.
So I really want to say executive, but I don't actually see how that's possible by the 31st. So I'm gonna
No one does. No one who's hit executive has ever thought it was possible.
Well, I would have to change something. So if it's director, it's 25 points per day, 2,500 points per day. But if
No,
it's
2,500 points total.
oh, that makes a lot more sense.
And then executive is 6,000 points total.
Okay, I'm like writing this down.
Yeah.
6,000 total.
Mhm. And so if you enroll 3 people a week, that's 1,250 points per week.
1,250 points per week. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're working together with Nova. So
Yeah, you got this.
So Bryn, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am executive by May 31st. That does sound more exciting. I still don't know how it's possible. Sounds like bullshit. I have 6,000 points total. And my why is to feel confident and validated in my ability to share this in a meaningful and impactful way. That doesn't feel like I'm pushing it or salesy.
Mm-hmm.
My future why is that I want to own my own home, not just pay a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And starting with, I want to pay 100,000 of it off because fuck, that principal is a lot. Like, oh my God. My key players are, I'm not really sure, but I just said you and Nova.
So your key players are going to be people you're going to enroll onto your team, new brand partners.
Okay. All right.
So you can just imagine who they would be, even if you don't have them yet. You can imagine like, who would I want to have on my team?
I would say excited, open, present people who are ready for transformation.
Ooh, beautiful. Perfect. Now, this is really where the juice is. Like, this is where manifesting comes from, is understanding what kind of people you want to bring in and getting really clear about that. Getting clear about who you're attracting, that's going to create a magnet. Like, that's like an energetic frequency. It's just really holding on to the vision of what kind of people do I want on my team. I swear that's how I manifested my team. Every time I've done this exercise of like visualizing what kind of people I want on my team, I've gotten those people.
Yeah, I like people who are ready for transformation. I mean, damn.
Yes.
Yeah, I support them to reach their goals and to feel happy and healthy. And then I'm calling in is like a specific person to my team.
Yeah. Specific people.
Okay. I mean, I call in Sonja to my team, and I'd have to think about the rest. I'm not sure where to begin on that one.
What was that? Who was the second one?
I'm not sure about the rest. I don't know all the people, but
that's
definitely
okay.
Sonja to my team.
Good.
As a start, she just asked about the cranberry drink this morning, so
perfect. So we'll call in Sonja and we'll call in Sonja. That was the only person, right?
Yeah. Sonja, I really haven't been talking to people about this while, like Sonja and Tim and I don't know.
So I just want I want to remind you that Sheri and Tarashea just got to Fast Start Executive with one brand partner.
Okay. Well, Sonja's pretty badass.
There you go.
Okay. My action steps are in sharing my story, sharing my team's story or other people's stories, being more vocal and on social media about this transformation, and to invite people to join the 90-day transformation. I'm giving up fear and self-doubt and time in the morning to make my dreams come true.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That sounds complete to me. That sounds really complete. Now, I want you to say one more time what your action steps are. Like, I want you to actually, let's go through this one more time. And I want you to just kind of like generate this again. I want you to like come from a place of confidence, like, okay, like I can totally do this because I believe in you, Bryn. I know you can do this. All right. You can borrow my confidence in yourself. So I want you to generate this statement like from the inside, like find it on the inside and feel it.
Okay. From the top or just the
Yeah, from the top.
Okay. So I
Like you were on stage giving a presentation, like, I, Bryn. And your full name.
Oh, good thing's a short one. I, Bryn Wolf, am so happy and grateful now that I am executive, which is 6,000 points total to rank by May 31st. My why is to feel confident and validated in my ability to share this in a meaningful and impactful way. My future why for executive and on is I want to own my home, not just pay a mortgage. I want to pay off 100,000 of it. Soon, my key players are excited, open, present people who are ready for transformation. I support them to reach goals and feel happy and healthy and inspire others. I call in Sonja to my team. My action steps are in sharing my story, sharing my team's story, and being more vocal and on social media about this transformation. I give up fear and self-doubt and time in the morning to make my dreams come true.
While you said that, I felt a deep breath of fresh air come into me. I really did. Nova's saying yay. She's got a fire and a rainbow. That felt so good. Can everyone just like come off and celebrate Bryn for a moment? I want people to come off mute and like share like what you felt from her.
I'll share. I just felt this extreme conviction. And that's what I love about you, Bryn, is like you're very clear with your path and who you are and what you're here to do. And when you make a decision, it's just simple. And I've seen you leaning in and testing the waters and getting into it and playing. And I love seeing you in this clarity of your conviction and your simplicity and your ease and your power. You just hold this incredible power and intensity, but also an ease and a simplicity at the same time when you take these steps with so much thought and care. You put so much care and thoughtfulness into every decision that you make. And so it's really exciting and an honor for me to see you see that the decision to move forward with Purium is so simple for you and that you've come to this place of clarity. I'm so excited for you because I know you're going to go really far.
Yay!
And it's been like, I mean, I think there's maybe like a few people on the call who remembered me from a few times this earlier in the year in January. So it's like feeling like I had to let the chaos and the hurt go from the abortion and everything. So I'm like, my body is healed and my mind is clear. And I'm like, and I moved and I got a house and everything's great.
So much has happened since January. Your whole life is transformed. You're really in like the perfect place right now. Like you've gone through like a bunch of change and a lot of transformation. And now like I feel you more settled and more able to like actually like do the thing that you want to do here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a huge difference.
Good. And what stood out for me too is that you said, I want to be more vocal.
Yeah.
Like, I really heard that. That really stood out for me.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, we can talk about it.
Yes. Beautiful.
Done the trial. It works. It's fine. And some version of it will work, I think, for everybody, you know?
Absolutely. And so I want to give you guys like just a few little tips as far as like social media. One of the most powerful things we can do is change our picture on our profile page on Facebook. When we change our picture on Facebook, it actually notifies everyone, all of our friends. And so if you put in a story, like a before and after story, when you change your picture on Facebook, you will reach a lot of people. So this is like a kind of like little secret weapon that this can really powerfully make a difference. Okay. So that's just one example. And then obviously also is just like interviewing people from the team, sharing their stories. That's very powerful. Whenever somebody interviews someone, usually one of those people will definitely sign someone up. And then, so yeah, it's like interviewing people who and their stories. And then another thing is like when you find somebody who's interested in something, we have a collection now of stories on the Team Alchemy Boards app under Q&A Saturday replays. The Q&A Saturday replays right here. Let me go ahead and Q&A Saturday replays right here. You press that, and this has Hashimoto's, blood sugar and diabetes, stomach issues. It's got this Blossom Spring. We've got, what does it say? Migraines and headaches. We've got eczema, and psoriasis and arthritis. We've got multiple sclerosis. You can send a video on any of those particular topics to somebody who needs that. Okay. So these are the Saturday morning replays that we're doing every single Saturday. You can invite people to this every single Saturday, and they'll learn something, and they'll become referral partners. If at the very least, they'll become referral partners if they come, because they'll know what you're capable of sharing. Okay. So this, and then I also wanted to show you guys, hold on. I also wanted to show you guys on the Team Alchemy boards. This is the Team Alchemy boards. The first page, front page. I want to show you this, the event flyers and videos. And under event flyers, here's the replay intro for our 90-day fitness together promo. Here's the replay from our last Blossom, because we have an event starting May 6th. So this is a promo video for May 6th. Okay, and then here's the one from before that, the promo from before that. You can also change your Facebook to this, and I can put your picture here if you want to put your picture here, but you can change, this is a Facebook banner if you want to add this to your Facebook banner. Community support, community health support Zooms. Blossom from the Inside Out is our 3-month event. So you can, let me know if you want me to, I can put your picture in one of those. So I just want to show you that exists for sending to people. Okay, thank you for being the example, Bryn. Would everyone please generate their statements in the chat at the very least? Let's see what you got. So Koko says, I am so happy and grateful now that I am executive by May 31st. I have enough points, enrolled 10 people. My why is being healthy life, physical, material, mentally, spiritually, together with others. My key player is Karen and Miho. I support them to reach their goals. I call in Nancy to my team. My action steps are in sharing story and communicate with people more. I give up my morning meditation to make my dream come true. Yay. Or maybe make your morning meditation earlier or later, but do it. Still do your morning meditation. So please drop your statements in the chat, and we can go ahead and go right into the work hour now. So now it's just sort of like free for all. I'm going to stop the recording. And then if you feel like sharing, you're welcome to. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. But we're going to now focus on follow-up or inviting. You're going to either be inviting people to our Blossom event or our Fitness Together event. If you don't know about our Fitness Together event, let me know. I'm also going to open up the breakout room. So this is where people work in teams. So you can work with your team, or you can invite somebody into the breakout room if you want to. If you want to actually talk to somebody about interviewing them, you can go into a breakout room with someone, invite someone into the breakout room, just say, hey, so-and-so, do you want to come into this breakout room for me? So I've opened up the breakout rooms. You're welcome to work with your teams and go in there and strategize. You can invite me in there and I can strategize with you and your teams. Otherwise, just focus on spending this time inviting people to the event, creating conversations, or like I'm going to be doing follow-up right now. So for the next half hour, I am focusing on follow-up unless someone calls me into a room. Okay, here we go.